Yo, what is up, my beer buddies? Back again. We are back for some max level PvP biz. Yeah, so we hit max level yesterday and just kind of did some endgame stuff, kind of figured out what the heck there is to do, and I've been loving it. But first, let's get into some more comfortable clothes for this battleground. He's not. What's he doing? That's right, people. We're gonna be playing Balance. Yay, Balance. I know in my last video I said that I was gonna be playing Feral Resto, and that statement is half true. I'm gonna be playing Feral and Balance, and mostly Balance. Yes, that's right. I fucking changed my mind. Okay. Basically, what happened is I started the Feral Artifact quest, and then was just kind of thinking, like, you know, okay, like, do dungeons, like, play Resto, and just the whole time I kind of was like, but Balance. What am I gonna do about Balance? And I kept wanting to have the option of playing Balance, and kind of what ended up falling at the wayside there was Resto. And I mean, I have both the weapons there, and Resto's fun. I just kind of, in the same way that I was missing Balance, I feel like I like healing as Discipline, or even my Windwalker, or as Mistweaver, more than I do Resto. So I just was kind of like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just going to play Balance mostly, have Feral as my off-spec, you know, or just, like it was kind of saying, trying to keep a good balance of the two. All mid. Oh my god, and everyone's going mid. Everyone's listening. What is this coordination shit in BGs? Sweet, well, let's get up some damage here. Just get that AoE pressure going. Hopefully nobody sees me. The big Balance Druid. Doing all the damage. Alright, let's get this Prot Warrior out of here. Fuck this Rogue. If I was a Rogue, I'd go on me. Alright, whatever. He's gone. Probably not, but still. So yeah, let's just get some AoE damage down. I'm gonna use my artifact ability. Okay, let's get it on this guy. Let's get a fat full moon into a Star Surge combo. Skidoo! Okay, it didn't crit, but still, did a lot of damage. So basically this... What the heck? Ah! What's that guy doing? Just put a dot on me and left. Casually walked away. So we're not really fighting on the flag, and that's a mistake. Try to get some AoE up here. Should definitely be fighting on the flag. So yeah, Balance Druid. It's a lot of fun, and I want to play it. So that's basically the reasoning there. So I'll talk about my artifact. Come on, skadoosh! Oh, he's so close to dying. It's a big skelly, big skeletron. I'll talk about like the artifact weapon traits. I keep wanting to call it the artifact ability. You guys know what the artifact ability is. It's called the Moon System. You drop some fat full moons on bitches, and if they're stacked up, it does a lot of damage to everybody. This is nuts. More mid, all mid. Yes, more dots. I feel like they have a lot of healers. So at this rate, we should be doing good on damage. Let's see if we can finish this guy off. Boom! Oh, that was a sick leap death. Okay, fuck you, stupid Pally. Okay, he's doing a lot of damage to me. What the fuck is that shit? Time to run away from the Druid Pally. What the fuck? What the fuck? Is that guy really Prot? I feel like he was doing too much damage for being Prot. Unless tanks are ridic. So we're getting owned because of our 6 strats going mid. But you know, whatever. This is just a quick little update video saying, hey guys, I'm here. I'm max level. Who's with me? So the leveling experience was awesome. I leveled to 102 as Feral. The second I could, I went and got my balance artifact weapon, and haven't played Feral since then. And that's not because I don't plan on doing it, it's just because I was enjoying balance and wanting to put a lot of points into a lot of power into my weapon there, which it looks like this is going to be relatively short BG, so we'll talk a little bit after if we do end up continuing the path we are on. You know what, I'm going to go up top here and see if there's anybody that I can try to 1v1 or whatnot, but yeah, the leveling experience was awesome. Really enjoyed all the zones. I definitely have some favorites, and if you guys care to know about those, I can go over like why I liked specific zones and why I didn't others. Okay, so that's a fucking healing monk. That's basically just gonna be a target dummy. There's probably a rogue here. Or a demon hunter. Oh shit. Hi. Okay, so this guy's actually, oh no, I was gonna say he's AFK. And we're getting wrecked. Still did a lot of damage to him. I was kind of messing up my key bindings there for a bit, but yeah, liked all the zones. Liked some more zones than others. The dungeons are really nice. I had done all the dungeons in the beta already, just because I was messing around with a lot of the healing classes. So the dungeons leveling were really nice. I've done a couple of the ones that are higher than like the initial starting levels. Those have been really fun. Let's talk about the... I don't think I went over what talents I'm using. So basically this is kind of my go-to, I guess, talent, spec, build, whatever you want to call it. Right now, it's basically has like the potential of doing like a good amount of AoE damage with the 2 Starfall perks, but then it still has the burst potential of being able to get some instant star surges off. Demon Hunters and Metamorphosis are also really broken. Like this guy's probably gonna fucking annihilate me. Well, it's probably okay. I don't know why they all just walked right by me, but I don't want none of that. Yeah, this BG is quite possibly the worst BG that we could have done, but like I said, it's more of just like an update video kind of saying, hey, I'm max level, here I am. 400k, casual, no big deal. Okay, fuck this pally. If there's anything we're gonna do before this BG's over, it's gonna fucking kill this pally. And he bubbled that little bitcheroony. Okay, well, there you go. So we did the most damage of a horde. Winning on my books. That's how I win BGs. You guys know that. You guys should know that by now. Do the most damage overall would be great, but if not, I better be the top on horde so that I can say they all suck at doing damage. So sweet, we leveled up. We got our next talent here. We get nothing else for losing. I did a couple of BGs. The first one I got a piece of gear. Unfortunately, my cloak is better. So I'm just going to vendor that. And then I got a Mark of Honor, which I'm not sure if you're going to be able to buy actual gear or just transmog stuff from that. I don't really remember what they said there, but lastly, real quick, I wanted to just talk to you about... you guys are pretty familiar with the talent trees now. It's been out for a while. There's tons of guys out there. Cartoons does some really good videos for classes. If you guys don't know who he is, I think his YouTube name is Hogman LOLs or something like that. Just look up Cartoons with a Z at the end and you guys will find him. I'm sure plenty of you guys know who he is, but he has some really great guides for all the classes out there for PvP. And I think this might be like what he suggests for Burst, probably with Incarnation, but I want to talk to you about my opinions on our trait tree for the artifact weapon. So this is kind of my in my opinion, the best way to go for PvP, at least so far, with what I have the ability to get. And so basically you start here. The first one you have to get is this, and then you have a choice of which way to go. The first thing I did was get this one here. Basically gives your Star Surge a chance at doing an extra like decent amount of damage, an extra 100k. I've seen it crit for as much as like a Lunar Strike for 200k, 250, on top of like a Star Surge crit. Like that could potentially be like 600,000 damage in just one ability. And if you couple that with like a full moon crit or something, like I feel like you're going to be able to nearly one-shot people, which is going to be awesome to see. Hopefully it doesn't get nerfed, but it's kind of like a perfect scenario to build all that stuff up and get that off, so we'll see. But so that's why I wanted to get that first, just because it was the first little gold thing that you could get, and it's pretty good. Obviously, most of what you're doing is building up for Star Surges and popping those off, so extra damage on that is good. And then immediately after, I went for this, which increases the critical strike chance of Star Surge. Right now it says 24% because I have a trait, but traits don't work in PvP, so really it's only 18%, but still almost a 20% chance to crit there. It brings it up to a 40% or 30% chance to crit with my current crit strike chance in PvP, so that's pretty good there. And so then what these are, this increases the stellar empowerment, so when you use a Star Surge, how hard your like Lunar Strike and that sort of stuff hits by 30%, which is a lot of damage. So popping Star Surge and then using Warrior of Elune with a couple Lunar Strikes. Obviously that's more damage there. This one's really nice because it reduces the cooldown of Solar Beam by 15 seconds. So it brings it down to 45 seconds instead of a minute if you interrupt somebody. And then there's a talent that reduces that even further. So it brings it down to a 25-second interrupt, which is, I think, nerfed. I think it used to be a 15-second, but still 25-second interrupt is pretty nice, to say the least. And it's not just interrupt, it's a silence interrupt. So it's kind of a CC/interrupt, which is really good. This one basically just passive healing. Whenever you take damage, you have a chance at healing X amount. So obviously in PvP, if you take damage, you want to try to be able to heal that. So that's obviously good there. And so then the next things that I'm going to get, and I feel like from what I've seen, it's definitely the most efficient way to go if you guys are looking to do PvP, just in general, is I'm going to get this, which increases the critical strike chance of Lunar Strike, which is your other harder hitting ability. Between these two, aside from your artifact ability, these are the two hardest hitting abilities that you have. So it's nice increasing the crit strike chance on those. And then the next things I'm going to get, I'm not going to go down and get this one here. I'm actually going to get Twilight Glow and then Sunfire Burns, which increases the damage of your Moonfire and Sunfire. So basically just trying to buff all like my abilities, like your 4 main abilities aside from your artifact ability there is kind of my thinking. And then beyond that, I think everything else is kind of okay. There are some exceptions if you're like planning on just being like an RBG Mongo and just doing huge AoE damage. This one might be something you'd want to go for sooner, just because it increases the damage of your Starfall. And then like this one here might be nice. I feel like that's going to be more convenient for PvE, just not having to cast this more than once, because something's just a little bit out of the radius there. But yeah, so that's kind of a little update video there and where I'm at with my artifact ability, talent tree, and yeah, you can expect lots of Boomkin PvP just because it's really fun, with the occasional Feral Druid. And like I said, I might be trying to do a balance, and it'll probably just end up being like, if I end up recording something that's bad, I won't post it, and then if I end up recording something that's good, I will. And so it'll just be kind of hit or miss with those different specs there, but definitely going to be focusing on Balanced Druid. So ignore basically the last video that I posted there, if any of you guys watched that. So anyways, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you later.